Hello, brick sculptors, and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and today is new Lego Day. That's right, it's a new Lego Day double feature. If you watched my last video, I opened up this order here from Samuel's Bricks. It's fallen out because I had to get a very specific piece or bag of pieces out of this, so you got a little sneak peek of this one. But we're going to open up Samuel's Bricks today, and today the exploding brick store showed up. So we're going to open these up, show you what's inside, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Now, first thing, I got a question here. I've blacked out all the information on here. This number shows up on all my USPS stuff, so I need a mailman out there to tell me. I'm guessing that's like the stop on the route, because this has nothing to do with my address. You can see on this one too. Same number, it's always the same. Maybe I'm giving away my address, I don't know. But I want to know what that is. I think it's the stop on the route, but let me know, because I'm really curious. Anyway, let's open these up. We got Samuel's Bricks here. That one is already open, so we can dive right in. It's all stuck in there. Not a very big order. I was after some very targeted pieces here, but that is Samuel's Bricks. We're going to put that one to the side here and open up the Exploding Brick Store. Now, I have never ordered, I don't think I have, from the Exploding Brick Store. Now, I'm not making fun of the Exploding Brick Store, but I can tell you take brick security very seriously. Maybe it's because these explode, I don't know, but check this out. And again, I do appreciate the effort, but it is a little much. I didn't ship a Fabergé egg here. I cut open the first bag. We have brown paper underneath that. Inside that, so layer 1, layer 2, we have a box. We open the box. Inside that, we have bubble wrap. Bubble wrap clamshells. We got 2 of those. In the bubble wrap, we have a large bag. In the large bag, we have individual bags. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of packaging. Nice job. Nothing here is going to get damaged. Although they're plastic bricks, they don't often get damaged. Again, I'm not making fun. I just think it's funny. So thank you for making sure these bricks got to Brick Sculpt safely so we can enjoy them. Let's go ahead and put the garbage aside here. And there is our Exploding Brick Store order. All right, which one should I open first? This one. Okay, so first thing here, I've got some white corner tiles here. I do have a purpose for these. I've built something for my city I have not shared with you yet, and this is one of the finishing touches. I will share it eventually. It's big, it's cool, you're gonna like it. Next, these are gray inkwell, nipple, whatever you want to call them, pieces. Just running low on those, so I got them. These, you may know, are yellow brackets, and a lot of them. Well, I did a video about building a larger scale school bus, and this was an integral part. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to follow through with that, but I figured I might as well get them in yellow because Samuel had them, and his prices are always good, and his selection's always great, so I got them. We'll see. I'm still not 100% on what I'm going to do with the school bus, but that's one step in the right direction. All right, slopes. These are actually for my, these are 2x2 white slopes. These are actually for my smaller school bus that actually goes in the city. I need more roof tiles, and I was just totally out of them, so I might as well stock up a little bit as well. That's miscellaneous. Oh boy. Okay. Party foul. Hold on. All right. Everything's good here. That one snuck up on me. It needed 6 layers of packaging. All right. Here we have some gray plate and some gray axles. I really like... Now, I'm using less and less wheels that work with these, but I really like these independent axles as opposed to having them go long and connect to another one. They're much more modular, let's say, so you can build around them differently. You can make them apart, 4 apart, 6 apart, right together, 2 apart. You can do odd numbers. So I really like the independent ones. So I picked some of those up here. And gray plate, I am always running out of recently. So I just got some gray plate here. Nothing too crazy exciting there. All right, what else we got? As you might know, if you've been watching my content, vehicles have been kind of hot on the topic here. So I have a lot of vehicle parts. Come on. All right, this one's getting ripped. Sorry, environment. I don't mean to, but I have to. I got a video to make. Okay, we got windshields here. I have several of these in trans clear. So I got the darker ones, which are quite dark, and the new trans black, not the brownish black, but the black. So those are cool. Good tinted windows. I also got kind of the Roadster one. I got 2 of those, and they had the smaller ones. Don't know if I'm going to use those or not, but I figured I'd get them because I'd never seen them before. So I got all those. Got some new fenders. My yellow fenders I've been using in the school bus, and I've got a few yellow vehicle projects, so some more yellow fenders. Can never go wrong with too many fenders. You might call them mud guards. I call them fenders. These are a different shape windscreen, where they're 3 long on the bottom, not too long, just to give a little more selection for building vehicles. I picked those up as well. What do we got here? Tiles, random tiles. I really have taken a liking to this piece. These 1x1s with a rounded side in trans red for taillights. A lot of different ways you can incorporate those, but great piece for making taillights for vehicles. So that's what they're for. These I couldn't pass on. You know, if you know my city, I may have bought a few too many, but I got some cool ideas with these. I have a garage in my city. I did pull the gas station out. That'll be in the next city update, but that garage is still in there, and I think I'm going to use these on that garage in some capacity, and they weren't very expensive. So I got 4 of those wrench tire signs. Some random light gray tile, because I always need light gray tiles and plates. And this is, oh, here we go. We got dark orange cheese slopes. I will be working on the largest building in my Lego city is under construction. It needs a lot of work still and a lot of parts, but it is primarily dark orange. So I've been trying to stock up on dark orange. Not that cheese slopes are going to be the biggest help with that, but the same day I ordered these 2 orders, I actually ordered 4 orders. This is half of them. The other 2 that are bigger than this, well, the other 2 you haven't seen yet are bigger than this. So those will be coming shortly, but I got a lot of dark orange coming as well. All right, so here we have total randomness. Let's see here. We got some of these pyramid pieces. I used these in the last video I did, but I used them in gray. Figure I'd get some in tan as well. That was the piece I pulled out of this order. If you haven't seen that video, I'll post it at the end of this video, so you can check that one out. I also got the rounded over version. I like these for headrests in cars, as well as pillows, things like that. I'm really trying to bulk up that neon bright, vibrant yellow collection, so no use for those, but I got to fill out that bin. I know, I'm crazy. And then I have just various slopes here. I've been working on vehicles a lot, and these make for great hoods or back ends of cars. These are kind of expensive, where you get these 2x2 ones, but they make for amazing front ends of cars. So, variety of slopes. Got some of those coming in the other orders too. I got the small version of these white 1x2 slopes to go with those. What else in here? I can never pass on like metallic gold stuff or metallic silver. It's just so cool, especially when it's not expensive. So I don't have a purpose for those, but I'm going to use them for something. Oh, these are cool. These were not cheap. These are these like 1/4 round bricks in trans clear. I only bought 2 of them because I think they were like 60 or 70 cents a piece. But I thought these would make amazing headlights for some vehicle to snot them in there. So that's what they're going to be, hopefully. We'll see how it works out. So I got those. And then this I'd never seen before, but that's cool, a typewriter. I don't know where I'm going to use it, but you can't not get a typewriter, right? Everyone needs one of those these days. And just some random cheese slopes and stuff. Well, these actually came from the Mercedes set, but I kind of like the scoops on them. And I am working on a smaller Roadster, kind of trying to mimic the SL Roadster from the set. Just dropped one on the ground. So I thought maybe I'd get some scoops to also try to incorporate into another vehicle. Don't worry, I saved it. All right, that's it for Samuel's bricks. Time to sort out the exploding brick store. We got some fragile stuff in here. That's why it's so diligently wrapped. Let's see. Again, we're back into car parts. That's pretty cool. All right, I got some bases. These are really cool bases, and these could prove very handy. Now, you can build stuff like this just with plates, and that's what I usually do, but sometimes having the base is really helpful just to make it more structurally sound. So that's what I did. I got 4 of these because they were relatively cheap and I think very useful. And then I got 2 of these bigger ones that you have to put axles on. So, base plates for cars. A lot of my base plates for cars are very outdated, so those are a little more modern. Speaking of more modern, here we have a little bit more modern wheels. I have several of these working in my city, but this is becoming kind of my favorite wheel. So I got 8 of those, 2 sets. Those ones fit the rims on the outside. Speaking of rims, this looks cool. Let's see what we got here. So these are like some chrome. These fit this? No, they're too small for that. Wonder what those fit in. Wheels always perplex me. Look at these. Those are cool. And that fits on there. Dang. All right. Those are awesome. Got a set of 4 of those. We're just going to pop these right on these wheels. These are going to go on something cool. Maybe a pickup truck. They look kind of industrial. I don't do a lot of chrome rims anymore. Even when I was selling cars, chrome rims went away because they would kind of peel and they would go bad underneath the tires. But before that, everyone had to have chrome rims. Well, I got to find out what wheels these fit. I mean, you can put them on here, but they look kind of funny. They got a gap. Let me know in the comments if you know what part number fits with this wheel. I think I got to find the set this is from. Maybe an Aston Martin or something like that. Aston Martin. I'm sure there's somebody watching this in Europe whose just blood is boiling that I said that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm American. We're not great with English. Anyway, pink brackets. These are not going to be very useful, and they weren't cheap, but they're a start to the tail end of my pencil. I'm not going to get into that one right now. Got some bicycle wheels here. I got a couple bicycle frames in the other bag. God, these look good. I can't wait to use these. Okay, anyway, focus, Chris. Plant parts. 3 stems I've been short on lately. White ones are ridiculously expensive, but they are very useful for winter scenes, which of course, hopefully will be out of winter soon because it has been a cold, nasty few weeks. These old school flowers, especially in red, I always buy them when I see them. You know, they're kind of hard to come by, and I love these ones, especially around Christmas time. These make great poinsettias if you're talking minifig scale. But yeah, stems, green, reddish brown, white. Nothing too exciting there. This one has a piece I have wanted forever, and they're kind of hard to come by, and that's these here. This, to me, is like the best chain link fence piece that Lego's ever made. Now, these are made to go in window frames, so I think is like the worst application, but I think with some clips, we could make a pretty cool chain link fence out of these. I know Brick Crafts did that, like on a massive scale around his airport, and ever since I've wanted to get my hands on these. So I will be implementing these in some fashion in my city. I only got 3 of them. It's hard to find a seller that has a lot of these, at least in the U.S. Maybe in Europe there's better luck. I'm sure Brick Crafts got them from the actual factory store or whatever. Probably paid a lot less than I did. But anyway, that's what we have to deal with here in the States. These tiles are for various projects. This is part Rubik's Cube. That's what these green ones are going to be for. These blue ones are also Rubik's Cube. These dark green ones, these are for the pencil. Almost done with the giant pencil, at least with getting parts for it. And then we will hopefully soon see a video, if not the final video, for the giant Lego pencil. That has been long in the works and procrastinated on. Some branch pieces. This one I was very excited about, and I paid too much for these, and I knew I would, but I have to try it because I haven't ever owned these. These are the new leaf pieces. I think they came with the Japanese maple set. Maybe different colors, though. They've come in some of the new botanical sets, and they're awesome. So I only got a handful because they aren't cheap, but this could potentially make for another Brick Sculpt Tree Sculptor series video centered around this. We'll see. I got to experiment with it. So I got a few of those, and if it works out, you'll have to go buy a bunch more and pay way too much money for them. Anyway, we got everything here. Pretty happy with this. I think both these orders were around like 30 or 40 bucks. As I mentioned, I have 2 more orders coming that are even bigger than these ones. I kind of took like a month off from buying. I was more just procrastinating anything. And I have all these projects I'm doing, so I had to catch up, and I spent way too much money all at once. And so now we got to put it all away. and more will be coming. So hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We'll do more just like this in the future. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. That's all I have for this time, and we will see you next time.